Scott, a very, very frustrating afternoon, probably not just for yourself, but everyone here at the ground. It's finished 5-2 to Tonbridge Angels. What's your assessment on the game itself?
I wouldn't say it's frustrating, I'd say it's embarrassing. Like, that's the feeling that I've got at the moment. Personally, it's the worst day of my football career. I just said it to a couple of people over there, and I've never felt so embarrassed for the last 15-20 minutes of the game. Felt lost. I think in terms of the team, people looked like they gave up. At half time, I didn't see it coming. I thought first half we looked bright at times. They had a couple of good opportunities that they got into decent enough areas. And we said to the lads, look, you need to go out there and sort of capitalise on the second half and try and get the first goal. And then I think the second goal is avoidable. I think there's a miscommunication at that end. Then there's a throw-in where people are running back into the box and they've not turned and faced the ball. They've taken a quick throw, feet and back, ball out to the back stick, goalmouth scramble, and then the ball's in the back of the net. And then the third one, I think, was set piece. So yeah, it's demoralising at the moment, I'll be honest with you. People text me after the Chippenham game, a lot of managers, a lot of friends of mine in football, and said that the interview was probably too honest. I'm not going to come on here and be stereotypical and say that the belief is there, the confidence is there. We need to make changes. It's as simple as that. Some of the players have joined the football club and they're not doing what they're asked. We had an honest and frank conversation in there a moment ago, and it's either them or me. I'll be honest. And I walked off the pitch at the end there, and I was lost. I was embarrassed. And it's really difficult, really difficult, because I do believe in the lads, and that's a crazy thing to say when you've won one game in 7. I know it's not good enough. I feel sorry for the people that stood behind the goal, sat in the stands. At the moment, we're ruining their club, I'll be honest with you. And that might be harsh to say, but it's the truth. Let's be honest, 1 win from 7 isn't good enough. The board have come in and they've given me the job. I've been able to make changes, I've been able to bring in new recruits, and it's not working at the moment. The one thing that I will say, we've had 5 lads stood in the change room there. We've had Mikel, Gary, Bayliss, Tyrese, and Nashi, 5 starters. So we're not the type of club that can have players missing. I look at them and they all bring power, pace, physicality, and I think we really lack that today. We look like an under-18s team. Didn't want to fight, didn't want to scrap, didn't want to make a tackle. And the set pieces showed that. I think the first goal, the third goal, they were just a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger than us. And that's a worry, because when we've got 5 players out, we can't afford to have 5 players out. I know Gary and Mikel haven't featured yet, but the other 3 are massively important for us. Obviously Tyrese, Bayliss and Nashi, all 3 of them would have played today, no doubt about it. And 2 of the back 4, yeah, it's disappointing. It's really disappointing, but I think we've obviously shown that it does have a massive effect on us when they're not in the team.
Obviously, yet again, we've seen, I'm sure you'd be the first to admit, more defensive errors kind of creep into our game again. Just as a second question on to what your thoughts on the defensive errors are, a few people have been asking why Gabe George was obviously sent out on loan yesterday to Bracknell. I think a few thoughts are, why was that?
Yeah, so Gabe's obviously gone to Bracknell, so the paperwork was done on Thursday. I get to training on Thursday night, and 2 lads rock up and tell me they're injured. The paperwork's already done. I don't know if it's bad luck. Players pulling out of training on Thursday, so yeah, you can't odds it. When the chips are down, it just feels like it goes against you at the moment, and that's exactly what it's like. I'll be honest as well, I think Gabe is better higher up the pitch as a wing-back. We've not been playing with wing-backs. Tyrese has done well defensively when he plays as a left-back. So at the moment, Ty's going to play, and money doesn't grow on trees. We can't have a squad of 20 players that are here getting paid. I need to balance the books, and I looked at Gabe as someone that I think will really benefit from going out on loan and getting maybe 8, 10, 12 games, and he was in agreement with it. He wants to get up and running, wants to get sharp. Listen, we believe in Gabe. He's a good player and he's a great lad. But like I said, we can't carry too many. If everyone was to be fit at the moment, we've got probably a squad of 22, and I've got a job to do. Obviously, there's only so many players that you can have and afford. So yeah, that was the reason behind that. And the other reason is that I felt like we were missing something at the top end. So for the goals that we've conceded, we've also missed a hell of a lot of chances. So if we can score 2 or 3 goals a game, we'll have a chance of winning. So we brought Dom in, who I thought was a bright spark today, I'll be honest. I thought he showed moments of real quality. Disappointed that he didn't capitalise on his chance that he had, and I could see that he was disappointed he didn't score. But yeah, it's really difficult. I think Monday I was really emotional. I'm emotional again now, but there's a lot of thinking to do over the weekend.
And if we try our best, I guess, to wave away this one as fast as possible, what have you seen, do you think you can change quickly to try and get us a positive result on Tuesday when we play away at Dartford as well?
Really good question. Really, really good question. Sometimes people say that it's good that we've got another game on Tuesday and we can turn it around. At the moment, I'm looking at it thinking I need to plan, prepare. I need to go home. I need to probably have a sleep on it. I need to get this one out of the way, out of the system as quickly as I can. Tomorrow's a new day, I know that. But I just didn't expect today. I really didn't see it coming, especially at half-time. Felt pretty comfortable. Felt like we were getting into some good areas in the first half, but still a bit sloppy. How do we change it? I think that's some thinking to do. I'll be really honest with you. I don't want to say too much, but me, Chrissy and Yella have had a conversation in there about people that aren't doing the jobs that are asked, and there's only so long that you can give them. So we'll have some honest and frank conversations, I think, over the weekend. But I don't want to tear it to pieces, because you start again after, what would it be, going into your 8th game. It's hard. It's really difficult to do that mid-season. And I do believe in the lads that we've got. I'm part of the problem. I've been playing. I've been on the pitch. I try to affect it as much as I can. Try to do my job. And then you go in the change room, and when I talk to the lads, I say, listen, I'm out there. I see the things that are going on. But if everyone just does their job, you won't go far wrong. At the moment, I think we're losing our battles. And when you lose more battles than you win, it's going to be a long day.
And just to ask you about maybe some 1 or 2 injury issues as well now. I saw Matt Lynch, for the last 10 minutes, he kind of had to be forced to kind of, play that last 10 minutes. He seemed to be holding his hamstring quite a lot. Is he going to be okay for Tuesday, or do you think he's likely to miss that one?
I don't know, to be honest. We haven't even talked about injuries yet. We just had half an hour in the changing room. Me, Chrissy and Yella talking, a few of the lads were chipping in, the senior players, talking about what they believe. And the most disappointing thing is that at 4-1, then it goes to 5-1, I think we really gave up. And then people started to walk out the ground, and that's not what we're about. We don't want people to walk out the ground. That for me is one of the most hurtful things, but I understand why they do it. It's really difficult. I never planned for people to come and watch us with their Slough shirts on and walk out the ground after 75, 80 minutes. And that just shows how much people care about this club that they can't watch. And we need to change that as quickly as we can, because it's just not acceptable. I always say that we're here representing their football club. They'll be here a lot longer than us, and at the moment we need to do better as a group, as a collective. There's things that we definitely need to change and have a look at.
Cheers, Scott. We'll see you Tuesday.
Cheers, Con. Thank you, mate.